Bro, real pirates in 2026, hijacking oil tankers with rocket-propelled grenades in the middle of the ocean, and I promise you, this is not a movie. While everyone was focused on wars, elections, and viruses, a group of pirates quietly took over 3 ships, and the world barely noticed. Loaded world noticed. Let's get into it. To understand why pirates are back, you need to understand what happened in the Middle East, because this story doesn't start in Somalia, it starts in Iran. When the US and Israel went to war with Iran, one of the most important waterways on the planet got shut down. The Strait of Hormuz, a tiny stretch of water, just 33 kilometers wide at its narrowest point. But bro, 20% of the world's entire oil supply passes through it, every single day. When that route closed, shipping companies had a massive problem. They couldn't go through the Middle East anymore, so where do you go? You go around, all the way around Africa, adding weeks to every single journey, and costing an extra $1 million per ship, per trip. $1 million extra per ship, every trip. And there are hundreds of ships making this journey, every week. The math is absolutely insane. Now, here's where it gets wild. When all those ships started going around Africa, they sailed directly into one of the most dangerous stretches of ocean on the planet, the Somali Basin, and someone was waiting for them. Somali pirates have been around since the early 1990s, ever since Somalia lost its functioning government, and its coastline became a lawless no man's land. Young men with no jobs, no future, armed with AK-47s and rocket-propelled grenades, looking at billion-dollar ships sailing past their coast. You do the maths. At their peak in 2011, Somali pirates pulled off 237 attacks in a single year. They were holding thousands of sailors hostage, demanding millions in ransom, and costing the global economy $7 billion annually. $7 billion in 1 year from pirates. Then the world fought back. Navy ships from dozens of countries started patrolling these waters. The EU launched Operation Atalanta. The attacks dropped dramatically. For years, the pirates were quiet. Everyone thought it was over. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Because the moment those Navy ships got distracted, pulled away to escort vessels through the Iran conflict zone, the pirates came right back, and they came back fast. April 20th, 2026, a fishing vessel called Al-Kari 2 is hijacked off the coast of northern Somalia. The crew is taken hostage. Within days, another ship is taken, the Honor 25, an oil tanker, then another, the Sword. 15 crew members on board, Syrians, Indians, Pakistanis, Indonesians, real people, trapped on the ocean with armed pirates. And bro, these aren't small-time criminals. According to the EU Naval Force, 3 separate pirate action groups are currently active, with land elements, sea elements, support networks. This is organized, this is coordinated, this is a full operation. And here is why the timing is perfect for them. Oil prices have shot up more than 50% since the Iran war started. Brent crude is sitting above $110 a barrel. So those oil tankers they are hijacking, worth more than ever before. The pirates basically hit the jackpot, thanks to a war they had nothing to do with. Now, let's talk about the ransom game, because this is where it gets truly crazy. In the early days of Somali piracy, pirates were asking for thousands of dollars. Then shipping companies started paying, and the ransoms escalated from thousands to hundreds of thousands to millions, multi-million-dollar payouts for a single ship. And the more companies paid, the more pirates recruited, the more ships got taken. It became an industry. At the absolute peak of the crisis, the World Bank estimated piracy off Somalia was costing the global economy $18 billion a year. $18 billion from dudes in speedboats with AK-47s. Genuinely one of the wildest facts I have ever read. Now, you might be thinking, okay bro, interesting story, but what does this have to do with me? I don't work on a ship. I don't ship oil. Why should I care? Let me tell you exactly why. Everything you buy, everything was on a ship at some point. Your phone, your clothes, your food. When shipping costs go up, and they are going up by $1 million per ship, those costs get passed directly to you at the checkout every single time. And oil is already at $110 a barrel. That means fuel prices are going up, airline tickets going up, food delivery going up, everything that needs to be transported, which is literally everything, gets more expensive because of a war that caused ships to reroute, that woke up pirates that are now hijacking oil tankers. In 2026, this is how connected the world actually is. So what happens now? The EU naval forces out there, they already rescued one hijacked ship. They are patrolling. They are warning vessels to stay vigilant. But here is the problem. They are stretched thin, pulled in two directions at once. The Iran conflict on one side, Somali pirates on the other, and the pirates know it. A Somali lawmaker actually said it straight, quote, "Recent piracy incidents stem from opportunism, with shifting international maritime shipping routes driven by geopolitical crises." In other words, the pirates saw an opportunity, and they took it. Simple as that. And experts are warning, this could get much worse if the Iran conflict continues, if ships keep rerouting around Africa, if Navy patrols stay distracted. We could be heading back to 2011 levels, 237 attacks a year, thousands of sailors held hostage, billions lost from the global economy, all because of a chain reaction that started with a war in the Middle East and ended with pirates on the Indian Ocean. This is what Loaded World is about. The stories that are happening right now, that affect your life, that nobody is explaining properly, games, movies, the real world. It is all connected, and we are just getting started. If this video opened your eyes, drop a comment, share it with someone who needs to see it, subscribe, turn on notifications, stay tuned, stay loaded. We will see you in the next one.